Ooh, man. Dang, I just defined Thock right there. This is ridiculous. I'm definitely taking this to the office. Piss off a lot of people. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Sorry I was on a small hiatus, but now I'm back. And I'm back with the thockiest keyboard that I have ever built so far, which is this thing. I really think this is probably one of the thockiest, if not the thockiest board there is. If you disagree, then hey, come at me bro, and drop a link of what you think is the thockiest in the comments below. I'll make sure to check it out. So what is this? This is the Owlabs Spring board. Not just a standard Owlabs Spring with some plastic keycaps. Nope, this is an Owlabs Spring keyboard with ceramic keycaps. You heard that right. Full ceramic keycaps by Cerakey. I did get a chance to grab a pre-production sample in black, and man, I can tell you, if you're going for Thock, you will get Thock with these. Even a clack build will Thock with these keycaps. Before I break down what I did to make this crazy Thock, let me show you what it sounds like to type on this ceramic stealth fighter jet. Seriously, this thing thocks so hard that it's on a different level. In addition, not only is it thocky, it also has that nice and smooth and creamy sound. Man, I'm literally throwing all the catchphrases out there, aren't I? In case you're not familiar with this, but the Spring is an ergonomic Alice, or rather Arisu style keyboard from the popular Owlabs, the makers of the Epoch, Suit, and more. The Arisu is like an Alice, but it has arrow keys, so it's kind of like a 65% ergo. Sound-wise, the Owlabs Spring can become a very deep and smooth sounding keyboard with the right components. And the keyboard is called Spring, rightfully so, because it literally uses leaf springs to support the plate and the PCB. So take a look at the structure right here. It's kind of like my spring-mounted tofu, right? Kind of. In addition to the actual leaf spring mounting structure, the Spring also employs crazy flex cuts on the PCB as well as the plate to give a very nice and isolated flex. Overall, a springy typing feel. My build is using FR4 plate with some looped Gateron box ink blacks for that smooth thock. I'm sure I could have achieved even more deeper sounds if I did go with a PC or palm plate, but that's for next time. While the Spring is beautiful and plays a large part of this Thock adventure, but equally important accomplice here is actually this. As I mentioned before, the ceramic keycaps by Cerakey. This is one of the earlier pre-production samples, but overall the quality of these are very nice. It comes in cherry profile and everything fit very well, even despite that the stems themselves are even made of ceramic as well. The Cerakey keycaps are currently in a Kickstarter campaign and is doing pretty well. If you get in on the campaign at launch, you can actually get a set for $109, and it looks like the regular Kickstarter price will be about $149. Honestly, for a set of ceramic keycaps, that seems very reasonable, given that a set of GMK keycaps will actually cost even more than that. I have the black version, but it also comes in a slew of different colors, and for those of us that need the Legends, they'll also be launching the Legend version as well. But what makes these caps Thock? If you recall, stiffer materials tend to be more clack, and ceramics are actually very stiff. It's actually the weight. The set of ceramic keycaps are noticeably heavier than a set of ABS or PBT keycaps. The heavier something is, it tends to be deeper in sound, so in this case, the sheer weight of the caps are what is driving that nice and deep sound we're noticing with this build. One thing to note is that the surface finish of the ceramic caps are smooth, so you can get some fingerprints here and there and whatnot. In addition, I noticed that my fingers tend to grip onto them pretty hard, so it feels a bit different than typing on standard plastic caps. But all in all, I really love the innovations in materials hitting the keyboard scene right now, and I do feel like ceramic keycaps will become more readily available in the future as well. The Cerakey set is supposed to ship by August, so I hope they can actually deliver on that time frame. Once these hit the market, I can tell you pretty much any keyboard out there can be thocky. But before we finish this video off, here is the extended typing test of the full thockiest build. Dang, I could hear that all day long. Just such pleasing, smooth and deep sound. As mentioned before, out of all the builds I have done so far, this is by far the thockiest one I've ever done. Maybe probably the most thockiest out there. You could challenge me on that, I could be wrong, but leave a comment in the description below if you feel otherwise with a link to another video. I'll definitely go and check it out. Oh, and if you're curious about the mats, they are the Jigen Katana mats designed by a fellow content creator, Cerakey Keyboard. These come in both black as well as white. I know mine is a prototype and it's pink, but it'll come in white. If you like the design, check out the info in the description below. Alright, let's sum this up. So what are my final thoughts? Well, I love how this thing turned out, and so I'm gonna keep it like this. Plus the keycaps work really well with the Owlabs Spring, so it just sounds really insane. Crazy thock and creamy. I really feel that these ceramic keycaps, as they get refined, it'll be a great alternative to the more common plastic variants out there. Compared to some of my really long and detailed videos, I also wanted to try out some of these shorter fun ones like this, so let me know what you think, and as usual, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.